Hey guys, how's it going? So today we are going to be doing something very special. Every year we give our keeper kids, the ones that we are planning on showing for the year, we give them collars, and that is what we're going to be doing today. So we thought we would let y'all see which collars we pick out for which kids and kind of introduce the kids, as well as their dams and their sires, and tell you their registered names and everything else that we know about them currently. So I am actually going to be joined by Inslee and Dylan today. They are actually home for once to help me with the video. So let's go pull the kids out and see who we're going to be keeping this year. Okay, so first up, this is Jazz. That's her barn name. Her registered name is going to be BW Creek FF, all that jazz. Her dam is Razzle, and her sire is Cole. We don't have Cole any longer. We used him extensively this past breeding season. We have 3 daughters out of him now, 2 from this year. So we don't have Cole anymore, but this is one of the kids that we kept from him. She has Lakeshore and Woest Hove lines. She was born February 2nd of this year. One of the first kids that we had born, and we just love her. We love her conformation, her black roan coloring. She's the first black roan that we have had born here, so she's pretty special, and we are excited to see how she does showing for us this year. She'll be entered in the first show that we do in mid-April. So Inslee, what color collar did we pick for her?
This pink one.
Okay, she's gonna get hot pink. Hot pink.
Not her ears.
June's trying to knock my camera down.
Hey, stop moving.
There we go.
There we go.
It's a little crooked, but
Oh.
We'll just edit that. Alright. Let me help you out there, Jazzy. There we go. Yeah, that looks real good on her.
I think so too.
Jazzy Jazz. Jazzy.
Alright, this pretty pink-nosed girl, this is Peggy's daughter, Eileen. We call her PJ for short, for Peggy Jr. because she looks just like her mom. Her sire is also Cole, so she is the second Cole kid that we kept this year. She was born February 8th of this year, so right after Jazz. Her registered name is going to be BW Creek FF, and the FF is for Cole. He was, his registered name was Cherokee Rose Fuel the Flames, so FF for him. So her name is BW Creek FF Eileen O'Malley. And that probably sounds like a pretty weird name, but the O'Malley is, you know, a family name. Her dam line, so Peggy's dam line, they are all O'Malleys, all the way back to her grand dam, at least, that I know of. So she's like the 4th generation of O'Malleys now. And then Eileen, we call her Eileen because of the song, Come On Eileen, because we're constantly saying, come on. She is the nosiest kid that we have into everything. She knocked my camera over the other day. So she's always up to something.
I got this purple.
Purple for Eileen.
Yeah, not her ears. Her ears don't need
You
collars.
do. Look, you got a clasp. There you go.
Hey, Eileen.
Good job.
All right. Look at that pretty girl. All right. Good job, Eileen. This little red roan beauty is Libby. She is the doe that we were able to get from Prairie. If y'all haven't seen the video of Prairie's birth, unfortunately, her sister and Prairie, we ended up losing them in that labor. But luckily we were able to pull her out just fine. She was healthy and wonderful, and she looks just like her mom. She was born February 28th, so end of February for her. She is almost a month old. Her dam, like I said, is Prairie, and her sire is Ash, our senior buck. Her registered name is BW Creek WTS, Living on a Prayer. Her name is Living on a Prayer because Prayer is what we called Prairie. That was our nickname for her. So we kind of wanted to incorporate her dam into her name. And Living On, it just works because she is living on the legacy that Prairie started. Prairie was such a wonderful doe whose life was cut short. So we are hoping that we are able to, keep her line going with Libby, showing her and hopefully make a name for this doe one day. And in honor of her being named for her dam, we have decided to give her Prairie's collar. So,
Can we show it to him?
you want to show it?
This
So
orange.
she gets the old beat up orange collar.
Ow!
But the most special collar.
Yeah,
Yes.
from others. I think.
There we go.
Yeah.
There it
Alright.
is.
It looks good on you, girl. You look even more like your mommy. Yeah.
You like the
Alright, so this pretty little thing that
He's trying to eat you.
is trying to eat me. She is a real bad nibbler. This is Selena. Selena was the last doe that we had born this year. She was born March 5th. She is out of Dahlia and our Blissberry buck, Guy. His registered name is Twisted Ambition. She is a beautiful red roan. She got her looks from her daddy, and her registered name is going to be BW Creek TA, Dreaming of You. Dreaming of You, Selena song. So hopefully y'all get that reference. And there is a further reference on her dam line with Dahlia. If y'all get that, then y'all are doing great, but I'm not going to explain that. But yes, this is Miss Selena, and she lives up to her name. She is the loudest kid that we have this year.
By far.
By far. Yeah. She's always talking to us, so she likes to sing. So what collar is she getting, Miss Inslee?
this green one.
Hold it up.
Hold it up. Make sure it's on the camera. There you go. Oh, she's going to try to eat the collar, too.
And she's gonna try to eat me.
There you
There we
go.
go.
All right, pretty girl. And fun fact, the green collar is the same color that her mom has, so they kind of match. Luckily, they are not the same color. And I'm really glad that the kids are having their collars on now, because it was getting really confusing trying to distinguish who was who between Selena and Libby. They are both red roan. From the top, they look very similar. They were born just about at the same time. They were a week apart, so they're very similar in size. So now we will not have to worry about confusing them anymore, which is great. All right, so Dylan is going to get one more doe, and this doe is technically for sale, but she is only for sale to the right home. This is Miss Fire. She is the doe that we had out of Drama, that we had to pull from Drama. Her cord's a little weird. You know, we had to pull her, and she ended up hurting the nerve in her leg. Well, she recovered from that pretty quick, but while she was down with not being able to use this leg, she actually ended up pulling her back hip out of socket. So she had to go to Auburn University, to their large vet hospital. They bandaged it up. She couldn't use it for 2 weeks. Went back, got the cast off. The joint was stiff. We had to do some PT with her. So she has been through a lot, but I am happy to say that she uses that back leg perfectly now. And she's getting around really well. She's getting the muscle tone back in her leg. So she is officially for sale. But if we do not find the right home for her, then she will stay and be a brood doe. If she continues to heal, we might even put her in a show ring this fall.
Yep.
So we are going to give her a collar, an honorary collar for now, and we will see what happens with her in the future.
What's
So,
she getting?
Red.
Red for Fire.
Keep doing it
Not her
backwards.
ears.
Inslee, you keep putting them on backwards.
Look, honey.
The way you were holding it.
You have to hold it like that. Oh. All right. There we go. Yeah, she said thank you. She said it's so pretty. You're so pretty, Fire. She is. She is a beautiful little doe. And she is the most friendly. We had her in the house for the first 3 weeks of her life, so she is literally just a big puppy dog. Okay, guys, so that was all of our keeper kids. Let's see how they are doing with their collars. There is Miss Selena, always front and center. And Libby, looking like her mama. And there's Miss Ginger. Of course, she already had her collar. This is Inslee's La Mancha doeling that she is going to be using for showmanship this year. Alright, and then there's Fire, that bright red collar. You can see her coming a mile away. And then the other two are back there taking a nap. See if I can. There they are. Alright, they look good. If y'all are wondering why we put collars on them, like I said at the beginning, it is mostly for identification purposes, but it is also to help train them to lead. When you are showing a goat, of course, you are leading them all over the ring. They have to respond to your touch on the collar. So you want to make sure they have practice with it. You do not want to get your kids out there for the first time with the collar on and them throw themselves in the middle of the ring, kicking and screaming. And I use that as an example because I've literally seen it happen. So we always start out our kids with their collars very early on at about a month old. That way they get used to the feel of it on their necks without us holding onto it. And then we can progress from there to slowly leading them just little bits at a time around their stalls. And eventually we will transfer them to the show collar and we will start actually show practicing, setting them up, and you know, everything that we need to do for show prep. We are 3 weeks out from our first show. So it is imperative that we get them started on their training now so they are prepared when they go into the ring. You know, that's not to say that they aren't going to act up, because young kids like this, they still do usually throw fits the first couple of times they're in the ring because they are at a different place from their home. They're not used to what's going on. There's loud noises. There's all these other goats. It's a lot of overstimulation. So, but we like to prepare them as much as we can ahead of time to set them up for success. And let me show you the collars again. All right, so these are just little nylon collars with just little plastic clips on them. Those are the ones that we use because they are breakaway collars. So if they get stuck on anything, then they are going to, you know, when they struggle, it will break and they won't get hung up in it. We do leave them on full time.
Nugget.
You know, do that at your own risk. It's never been a problem for us, but I have heard of plenty of instances, you know, where goats do get stuck with their collars. So, yeah, it's definitely a risky situation, but like I said, we've never had a problem using these collars. We've been using them for about 4 years now. They always break away with just the least little bit of effort. We get the cheapest ones we can find, so they are not very sturdy at all. Just make sure if you are going to use collars, not to use any with metal clips, because those will not break if they do get hung up. So, a little bit of PSA there. Alright guys, so that is it for the day. We got the collars on these kids and introduced you to our show string. Like I said, our shows start in about 3 weeks, and we are going to have... We're going to be doing 3 spring shows. Is that right, Dylan? 3 spring shows. So April and May are going to be pretty busy for us. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I plan on starting a beginner dairy goat series in the near future. If there are any topics you want me to cover, if you are new to dairy goats, or if you have your own herd, if there's anything that you wish you would have known beforehand, please let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to add that to our beginner series videos. All right, guys, so that is it. Talk to you later. Bye.
Catch you later.